Hi, so we're going to deploy an Azure container instance, and this time we're going to do that with a default web page. So let's see how to do that. So we're back on the Azure portal and we'll click on create a resource. So we'll go to containers and container instances, we'll click create. And now we need to create a resource group. So we'll call this RG Lab 17. Okay. Container name, we'll call it container lab 17. And you can choose East USA. And now we have three options. We have quick start images, which gives us templates actually we can use. And I think we'll be using this first one. That's the Linux Azure container instance hello world. So it's a simple hello world container. And we also have the sample Linux web server and sample Windows web server. So we'll choose this one. But we have other options like the Azure Container Registry. If we had a registry, we would be able to deploy that. But it says no Azure Container Registry was found. For the selected subscription, choose a different subscription or learn how to create that, so we won't use that. So the third one is using Docker Hub or the registry. So you put the details here on how to fetch that, and it gives this instruction down here. So we can use Docker Hub, but this time we are going to use the quick start images, and we'll choose hello world. So we'll click continue. We want it public, to have a public IP, and we can also allow permit HTTP. So next, and we can see restart policy. We'll choose on failure. That means it restarts if there is a failure. Then we also have always be on. That means it always restarts whenever it tries to go off, and never means even if it shuts down, do not restart. So we'll leave that. Tags, review and create, and we create. And now the simple container has been created. So we'll go to resource, and we can see it's currently running. So we want to go to containers, and we can see our instance is running, container labs 17, and we can see it was pulled from the source and started. And if we go to connect, let's see if we can access the Linux system, and now we can see. So let's find out what's inside the index.html. And if we scroll up, we can see welcome to Azure Container Instances, and we can see the color and some other details. So let's come back to overview, and let's use this IP address. And now we can see welcome to Azure Container Instances with this SVG image. Anyway, there's another way we can have access to the Linux system, and that is using the bash command AZ container exec, then resource group we specify, then the name of the container, then exec command, that's execute command, then the bsh. So we're going to copy this, and let's open bash, and let's paste that, enter, and now we have the same access. Let's list, and we can see the index.html. So we're going to and we can see the same welcome to Azure Container Instances. and that is exactly what we have here. And we can also see the SVG image, which is exactly what we have here. So we've successfully been able to deploy our container instance, and we can see it's currently running on the Linux operating system.